Trucking Lone Star Roads, brought to you by the official truck of Texas and the 2014 Motor Trend Truck of the Year, the Ram 1500, sitting right out there behind Mr. Josh Grider, everybody. There he is.
Hey, how are you?
Man.
Good to be here.
Good. You look behind you like I might have been pulling your leg or something.
I did. Well, I just wanted to.
There'd be a whole bunch
I want to
pull
see
your
that
legs. You got big legs, man.
Yes, sir.
Your whole band. Yeah, is there like a prerequisite to be in your band? You got to be over 6 feet tall?
Well, there's now. I mean, it just so happened we might be the tallest band on the road.
Where'd you find all, man? They grow them big wherever you're picking them from.
Well, it's been here and there, but somehow we're all well over 6'1". I think we top out about 6'5", 6'6", all between 6'1" and 6'6", including the merch man, tour manager.
Really?
So
Well, it kind of is
it's a tall bunch of dudes.
You're forming a cult, aren't you?
Well, anyway.
Yeah, I don't think it's you've never had the somebody come up to you at Six Flags and go, no, you can't ride this ride, you're not big enough. It
was too big. I remember being little going to the amusement parks, and I'm the oldest, so I got 2 younger brothers.
Right.
And there were height requirements. I'd pass the height. Like, you can only, if you're taller than this, you can't ride this ride.
Really?
And so my little brothers, and you know, they'd go ride a ride, and I'd have to stay and watch them. And it was like reverse
See, I'm at the point there where I'm reading the sign going, yeah, I've got a back injury. I don't believe I'm pregnant. Good chance I'm going to have a heart. Yeah, we're going to stay off the mine train this time around. So, hey, man, congratulations on a great record, Luck and Desire.
Thank you very much.
I mean, you come out of the box with a #1 record, man.
A plan came together. It was we put the single out just in enough time before the record, so it was White Van was #1 right when the record came out. It was a cool deal.
And that's obviously a true story. I mean, you can write that from a perspective of seeing all your buddies get up down the highway, but I mean, that's how you do it.
It's funny. It's the truest thing, but it's the truest song maybe on the whole record, you know, about life in the van, going to the venues. But we'll pull up somewhere or something, and people, they'll kind of look at you and go like, oh, yeah, White Van.
I get it now.
I wasn't kidding.
Made the connection there.
It's for real.
Right?
It's cool. We've been tagged on Facebook and Twitter. Like, people will pass us and take a picture of me driving the White Van and just be like, just past Josh Grider in his White Van.
So it's working.
It's been cool. It's been really cool.
So has anybody come to you? I mean, have you been able to get a deal out of that? Like, hey, we'd like to be the official White Van of the Josh Grider Too Tall Band?
Not yet. Yeah, we need extra leg room whenever we get in those negotiations. But anybody watching, you know, we're open to whatever.
That's right. We got the folks over at Ram. I can hook you up with something.
I would, yeah.
So
we'll talk after.
Wasn't that great news about Kent Finley?
Yes.
And absolutely. I realized that news segment went a little long. I was about ready to throw it over to you in the Weather Center there if we were going to go much longer, but that's great news about Kent, man.
It is. It's really great.
Because he's meant so much to so many people.
Absolutely. I mean, just one of those, you start getting plugged in and, you know, how do I do this? What do you want to do? And everybody, one of the first things you got to do is go down to Cheatham Street and play one of those rider nights, you know.
Right.
And we're tickled. We're actually, we'll get to play Cheatham Street real soon coming up. And,
right.
And yeah, it is great news.
You hear so much about, you know, everybody's got to get down and see Green Hall, and there's probably 2 or 3 other dance halls. But, you know, Cheatham Street is definitely one of those places. As an artist, you want to play, and as a fan, you really should go see a show at.
It is. I was talking to a girl the other day saying she might come down to the show. It was on her bucket list. You know, she's from up here and hadn't been, and I thought that was really cool that. Right. You know, people in the know that Cheatham Street is a bucket list spot. You got to go. If you're a fan of the scene and a fan of the music, you got to stop in there and see a show and take it in.
And you got to go into the men's bathroom and chip in on all the little quotes that are written on the wall in there.
Well, that's totally up to you.
Right. Yeah.
Once you get there, do whatever.
Don't vandalize Cheatham Street, but it's a cool place in there. So I want to talk to you about your latest single, One Night Taco Stand.
Yes, sir.
Off the record, Luck and Desire. So what you guys like to do, and what your record promotion company will like to do, is they will send out a single.
Yes, sir.
And every now and again, there's a little tchotchke in there to get your attention.
You know, yeah, just a little hello. We stand out from the rest.
Well, you stood out from the rest, and you almost killed this old boy right here when I opened up that envelope, and 2 floppy flour tortillas come falling out of there. I didn't know what that was that fell out of that envelope. I didn't know if I had a snake on my hands.
And it scared you?
Yes, it did. It fell. I turned it over and I flopped it out. Next thing you know, I got tortillas in my lap.
Well, that was not our intent. I apologize from everybody in the Josh Grider organization. Our design was not to scare Justin Frizzell.
Well, after I got over my bout of, yeah, okay, I can still wear these pants, it's a good record. And tortillas still mighty tasty after sitting in the mailbox for a couple of
and
days.
here's the question. Have you ever been terrified when opening another single?
Yes, but not because of the tchotchke, because what was actually on the record.
Okay, all right. Well, I hope your fear can turn into a fond memory of the day you.
No, I will never forget that. You win the day. You win the game of
we got
getting
a
your
little feedback
attention.
about
I bet you
that.
did.
People,
so I'm not the first person that may have had something to say about tortillas falling
most
out of the
people
envelope.
weren't scared. They were just tortillas. They realized that early on. Yeah. But I mean,
I didn't know that. Yeah.
It goes different for everybody.
So there you go.
I'm glad you like the record. That's the important part.
What's important is the song. It's a great song. It's very catchy. You know, it's almost laid out there to be too obvious. I mean, you hear taco stand, and then whose idea was like, oh, wait a minute, one night taco stand?
I'm going to take credit. Yeah,
oh, boy.
We were. It was funny. We were writing. I was living in Nashville, and I was writing with a good friend of mine, Ryan Hurd. And we hadn't come up with anything smart to write, and it was coming close to lunch, and we were hungry, talking about going to maybe get some tacos. And he goes, man, we should write a song about tacos. And I was like, I'm a serious songwriter. I don't think.
Yeah, no, it's way below me.
And then somehow, like, we started talking about tacos and taco stands, and it leapt into my brain.
It really.
And I was like, what if we wrote a song called One Night Taco Stand? And he was like, I said, let's write a song about tacos. And I was like, but you didn't say One Night Taco Stand. So we sat down, and 30 minutes later, we had it done because we were hungry.
Then what if we put it on the record and then we mail it out with tortillas in the packaging and see how many program directors we can kill?
We couldn't even imagine that would be the next step. But I'm glad that it came to that. I had it. I knew it was. I mean, I thought it was kind of funny. So I thought, well, let's try it out at some shows. And I remember, I think we might have been out in Lubbock the first time we ever played it. But I mean, just kind of, it's one of those beers, like it's like the beers just automatically started kind of getting raised up. We were kind of swinging them, and they had no reason to know the song, but you know, we say One Night Taco Stand 3 or 4 times, and you know, by that last time, they're all kind of singing along. I was like, I think I got something on my hands here.
Right. That's definitely we're shutting her down. It's time to re-crank the party back up kind of song right there.
So record time came, and we stuck it on there, and I knew putting it on there, I was like, this is definitely going to be a single, and I had a good feeling that it would be good, and it had a great debut its first week on the chart. So
well, you owe me one for that little envelope trick there. So will you hop up there with your boys and play it for us?
I'd love to.
Sign my table.
Okay.
If you would, autograph that thing right there. And when we come back, Josh Grider is going to play One Night Taco Stand. You're watching Lone Star Road. Y'all hang in there.
You don't know nothing about Texas strong.